Well, hello everybody, Spegtacular, the Silver Stacular, here to talk to you today about something that happens in the community once in a while. A lot of people don't love it when they know a lot about it, and I'll tell you what it is right now. It is about the silver squeezes that go on, right? Now, I've talked about that in this channel many times, and that's because I'm against it. Most of the people that know about how silver works are against it, and a lot of businesses are actually against it too because it's misinformation given to you trying to promote certain businesses. Now, I remember, I think it was a couple of years now, there was this silver squeeze movement that was happening around YouTube, right? And the problem there is one of the big particular people that were recommending it, right? This personality on YouTube, he was actually working for a business, and he was like, hey, this is what we're going to do. We're going to squeeze silver. We're going to end up going to this one particular business and spending our money there. Well, that business gives that YouTuber a kickback, right? Now, I don't work for any big bullion businesses, so I don't get no kickbacks. And I'm telling you the truth that silver squeezes don't work the way you think so, right? The idea is you buy a bunch of silver and it will hike up the price of silver because it causes a shortage. And over a long period of time, this could have some sort of effect if so many people were actually in on it and agreed that this was going to take place. But it's never like that. It's always, a short-term thing, a couple of days. Maybe it's a long-term thing that starts to teeter out a little bit after the price starts to come down in silver for, some kind of correction in the system. And then people get discouraged and they kind of stop, so that goes away. That being said, this movement is once again happening, and I want you all to be very careful because the silver squeeze is not what you think it is. It's not a good idea. It's just designed to, help some business out there sell product. And typically, I don't know, I don't know why this happens, but it always tends to happen when prices come up. Then there's this talk of this silver squeeze, and then people go and buy this silver at, let's say, I don't know, $36, $37 an ounce after the premiums. And then when prices come down, now all these new people that have got in because of this excitement of a silver squeeze have been discouraged, and now the silver is no good for them. And then they go tell all their friends, they're like, hey, silver is terrible. You know what I mean? I lost my money in silver. Don't ever get into silver, into precious metals, because those people on the internet are lying to you. Well, certain ones will, because this kind of benefit them through those advertisers like I spoke to you about. So anyways, long story short, the silver squeeze is shenanigans. The best thing that you can do as somebody who may be interested in silver and gold is to buy little increments as you can afford to over a long period of time. So for instance, if you have $100 of investment money, that you can dedicate towards precious metals, and it shouldn't be your only form of investment. Precious metal should not be. You should have that as a small percentage of your portfolio, of course, right? You should, invest in other things too, of course. But if you are investing in precious metals, the idea is to go ahead and take that $100, maybe if you have a monthly $100 allowance for metals investing, $100 this month, next month, $100, next month, $100, next month, $100. Now, I will say that $100 doesn't go very far anymore in precious metals. If $100 is your game, if that's something that sounds reasonable to what you're able to spend every month on precious metals, silver eagles are a great buy with that kind of price point in mind. Also, junk silver, your constitutional, your 90%. That is also a great buy because you can buy that stuff by the face value. So these prices right now, about $4, actually a little bit more than $4 face value of junk silver is going to be around $100. So you can still get some things. But I tell you what, as somebody who used to be that person that would, invest in precious metals when the price was further down, and $100 was my number, it's much more difficult now to get any kind of significant amount of metals for what I'm trying to accomplish at this stage in the game. So before you know it, little by little, your stack can grow, and then you're going to be in there with, big 100-ounce bars. I don't know. Some people don't like those. Some people like smaller pieces, and actually I recommend the smaller pieces. It's easier to move for sure. But anyways, the silver squeeze, shenanigans, please don't fall for it. You're going to see people that end up spamming it, occasionally, not just at this very moment, but in the future too. Silver squeezes are always shenanigans. I talked with industry professionals during some of the last silver squeezes. If you watched my video for any amount of time, you would have seen those. And you know that they also said that there was never a shortage on silver. The silver squeeze did nothing except for raise premiums, which you don't want, right? You want your metal price to increase. You don't want premiums to increase. But all that silver squeezing did was raise premiums. Silver was out there as much as you wanted it. It was just harder to buy because those premiums were going well above the spot price, and they were actually messing up people's stacking strategy instead of helping it. So squeezing is bad. Don't squeeze. Gently just caress. No, wait. I mean, gently just buy over long periods of time. That's the best way to go about it. And then that's it. That's all I got to say about that. And hopefully you can follow my advice. Anyways, I got to go for now. I got like screaming babies and stuff in the background. I got to go deal with that. The wife probably needs some help, I'd imagine. So I got to get off the YouTube. I got to go. Spegtacular is out. How do I turn this off? How do I turn this thing off? Where is the off button?
Taser! Open your hands down! Put your hands behind your back or you're gonna be tased! Do it now! Do it now! Back away! Go back away! That's all they do here. Back off. Stop! Hands up. Already got. Good, man. Yeah, you too.
Well, hello, everybody. I seek to educate and entertain through my journey of collecting coins and stacking precious metals. I encourage you to subscribe and please stay with me on this journey. I am Spegtacular, the Silver Stacular. You know, when I was a kid, we did this every day in school, and I believe we need to bring this back a little bit, and I'm going to start right now. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.